I'm Lucy Jeczalik, and I do organic social and digital community for Breast Cancer Now, which is a big national breast cancer charity.
What's your background?
My background is really varied. I've always worked in charities and not-for-profit, so that's really like my area of expertise. I started off in admin, which was absolutely the worst place for me to be, and I've ended up in marketing, and I'm much happier here.
I was going to ask whether or not you'd done, I guess what I'd call normal jobs, working at normal businesses, and how that kind of compares from one to the other. Because I would imagine that marketing for a charity probably comes with some real kind of plus points in terms of, I guess, there's a lot of people that are very engaged in the cause, but probably also comes with its own challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's similar across lots of different areas, but what we really find in charities is that it's really the stories of people that people connect with. You know, they're looking for a relatable experience. They're looking for people like them who've had that experience. So we do a lot of storytelling at Breast Cancer Now about people who have had diagnoses, who've accessed our services, or friends and family, and that's the stuff that really connects with people. And that's the work I really enjoy doing. We've recently started working with more content creators who specifically have a platform about their diagnosis and their treatment. I find that personally really, really rewarding and it's kind of interesting. In terms of like normal, inverted commas, jobs, I've always been in charities, so, if that's not normal, then maybe not. But I did in my early days, was doing quite a lot of temping, trying out different things and working in corporate sectors and stuff. And I think what I really enjoy about working in third sector is that connection of like having the cause and things like that. And as you said, I think that really creates like an audience that is already invested in what you have to say. It's just about how you tell those stories and how you connect with those people.
Obviously, the stats and the numbers in terms of the number of people who get breast cancer obviously is terrible. Every one of those stories, I imagine, ends with some kind of emotion involved. People recover or they don't. Either way, there's real emotion involved. How difficult is that for you in terms of that being your day-to-day and telling those stories and not getting too swept up, I guess, in the emotional side of it?
Yeah, that's such a great question. In fact, this week, for example, we had a content creator that we've worked with and that I've worked with. She has stage 4, so that's what we call terminal cancer, and her chemo has just stopped working. So the life expectancy after that varies a bit, but we know that at some point that means that she is going to pass away, and so we sort of have a setup of how we're going to, celebrate her life. And that's really hard. There's no two ways around it. And actually, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I'm still a human being, and I found it upsetting. People, these are real people. Yeah. So it's not necessarily about like bundling it away and going, oh, well, it's just another number, but engaging with that. And also, it is a community where people are talking more about death because they need to and because it's important. And I think that's something that we don't necessarily do as widely as a society. Yeah. So it's challenging, but it's also, very, very rewarding when you feel like something that you may have contributed to has had an impact for that person. That feels like a really meaningful moment.
I should point out, we're not recording in an airport. That was actually just a guy pushing around a little kind of cleaning cart, but did give the impression of an aeroplane swooping past us. Are you ready for almost certainly the most exciting part of your day as you pick one of our 11 balls from the bag of destiny? So feel free to grab that and pick a ball out, and then we will see what number ball you pull out.
I thought you'd never ask.
There is there's 1 to 10, which corresponds to a question. There's ball 69.
Nice bit of ASMR with the rustling.
Don't know. Yeah, it's good that. Yep. Background stuff. So you get.
Is that a 10?
That is a 10.
Okay.
Yes. So ball number 10. You're the second person to pull one out, and there's probably only 2 questions that are not directly related to marketing, and they're the 2 that have come out. So your question, which is actually not really a question, it's a complete this sentence. In 12 months' time, I will. ... Could be work related, could be career related, could be completely the opposite. Can be very personal, can be anything that you want, but it is going to be captured and published to the world forever.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
I'm not very good at planning for the future. That's what I'm realising in this moment.
In 12 months' time, I will be better at planning for the future.
Oh, that could be one. Yeah, why not? I'm getting closer, I do a couple of months now. It used to be like every single day was just chaos, but we're getting better. I would say that in 12 months' time, in my job, I want to be working more closely with people with lived experience of breast cancer.
Yep.
As I mentioned, it can be really difficult, but it's also by far and away the best thing about what I do.
That's a really, really good target. Really good target.
Thank you.
In 12 months, when we're back here at Sheffield DM 2025, we'll revisit that and see how you've done on it.
Notice how I didn't make it measurable, so I can just say I did it.
No one can tell you that you failed on it. Amazing. Thank you for your time. It's been really good to chat to you.
Thank you so much.